studied classical guitar and composition and played all kinds of music before I discovered my own way, so to say.
So, what inspired you to start doing music?
To tell you the truth, what's inspired me at the most, it was the American songbook, Gershwin, Richard Rodgers, all that, evergreens, and yeah, from the American songbook.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now, tell us about some of your influences and musical heroes.
Ooh, the first hero was, yeah, I think it was Django Reinhardt, the gypsy guitar player.
Fantastic, fantastic.
And to be honest, I like at the most his electric guitar playing in the 1953. When he switched from acoustic to electric guitars, and he played, was about 10-15 years ahead of time and playing very hard bebop on guitar. So I love this very period of Django Reinhardt when you play electric guitar. That was my first heavy happiness, so to say. Yeah, I was very happy to hear Django on the electric guitar.
Man. Amazing stuff. So, so what drew you to the electric guitar?
You mean me?
Yes, yes. What was the thing that you thought, you know, that this is the end all be all of everything?
Yeah. First, I started on my mother's nylon strings guitar, and I played some old folk tunes like London Derriere and so on. And when I was about 15 years old, they gave me my first Hofner electric guitar, and I started playing with my uncle on wedding and Christmas party and so on. And so I switched to electric guitars, and little by little I played both acoustic and electric guitars. I love to play both of them, and I also have some experience with the guitar synthesizer and pedals and all that stuff as well.
So what drew you? What is the thing that you like about the acoustic guitar that you can't get with the electric guitar?
Oh, that's a very good question. With acoustic guitar, you are taking the guitar close to your body, and your body reflects the acoustic sound, so it's all the kind of vibration. It's very sensitive to play on nylon strings in guitar, because you don't have this feedback and distortion which you could have on electric guitar. So little by little I combined acoustic guitars and 12-string guitars and alto guitars with 11-string. It's a tune like a lute from the Renaissance, so I have a lot of different guitars.
Amazing stuff. We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on Skype audio to discuss a fantastic musical journey. Now, where can people buy your music and get involved with you and support you?
Oh, that's also a very important question. Okay, I am on Spotify and a lot of different pages on Facebook. A lot of my music is on YouTube, on my name. A lot of different eras from the very beginning in the 70s and up to today. So you can follow my footsteps on YouTube.
Now, doing music and making music, what are some of the lessons you've learned over the years? When I started out not playing. I couldn't read music. So when I was about 27 years old, I moved from the northern part of Norway to Oslo to study classical music and guitar and composition. So I learned to read music at the age of 27 years. So when I was 27 years, so I learned it quite late. So I played music from the 15th, 16th century, and little by little I traveled to the surface to today music, because I was very aware of go to the very roots of the guitar from a European point of view, with the
lute music and English Elizabethan music. So yes, I try to go to the very roots of the guitar. But anyway, I also play a lot in China and Japan. And in China, I learned to appreciate music instrument was 5,000 years old, from the very beginning of the Chinese instrumentation repertoire.
We've got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on Skype audio to discuss his music, also to discuss just being in the music business. What are some of the lessons that you can pass on to folks that are either getting into music or that are currently in music?
First of all, you have to be honest and listen to a lot of music, but I'm not listening that much to guitar players. I'm listening to piano players and especially singers, because you have this, you take your breath and you play the phrase, and then you take a new breath and a new phrase, because I think very often guitar players play too much and too little breathing in the way of expressing you on guitar. So I'm listening a lot to singers and trumpets and jazz saxophone players.
Now, what attracts you to those kind of folks?
Excuse me, what attracts me to?
Yeah, saxophone players, jazz players. What attracts you to these folks?
The choice of notes, and I'm especially fond of baritone sax and alto saxophone players like Charlie Parker and all that, all kind of saxophone players, because they use other building of the phrase and other intervals when they are playing, if you compare to guitar players. So also I'm listening a lot to jazz piano players like, okay, let's say Bill Evans, for example.
We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on Skype. And so talk to me about social media. How can people find you on social media and all this?
Yes, I'm very glad if I have, because 2, 3, 4 years ago, I have a lot of students. We played jazz music and hip-hop, and little by little I have a lot of messaging from my old students, and now and then it's I have some message from people in the United States playing jazz, singers, guitar players, and yeah. So I'm in contact with people from, of course, from the northern part of Europe, and some years ago I played a lot of concerts in Russia. At least twice a year I got to Russia and played a lot of concert and festival in Russia and Russian television, because they have very good musicians in Russia. And I'm also very fond of painting art. I go to a lot of gallery and see painting art, because I prefer to go to a good exhibition of painting arts comparing to a bad concert.
We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live from Norway here on Skype. And so talk to me about the music scene over there in your country.
Yeah, if you compare to other countries, we have a mixture of everything. We have, of course, we have music conservatory, and we have symphony orchestra, and a lot of people are playing jazz. I think the interest for improvisation music and jazz is increasing in Norway. If you compare to Europe, I don't know exactly how it is in the United States, but in the northern part of Europe, a lot of people are studying improvisation music and so-called jazz music. So we have a different approach to music, and of course folk music as well from the fjord in Norway. So we take care of the tradition as well, and modern music.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, before we let you go, how do people get your music and get in touch with you and all this?
Could you please repeat the question?
How do we get in touch with you on the web? How do we buy your music? And how do we just stay in contact with you, my friend?
Yes. Okay. I'm very active on Facebook. So I got a lot of messages in Facebook, and I also have a lot of my music on Facebook. So people could get in touch with me in Facebook, and they could listen to a lot of music on YouTube as well. And I also writing music for mixed choir, because some years ago I made a tour in Japan and I wrote some composition for mixed choir and guitar and the lyrics of our common friends, William Shakespeare.
Fantastic. Well, have yourself a wonderful day. We've got to go, my friend. My next guest is going to be calling here in a few moments, but I appreciate you making time.